Hello, Marie. I'm going to get started with the song of the day. Well, the opening song. As soon as we have one more person come in. I started at 3. His look is funny. That's a Palladian right there. That's a Palladian on the screen. As soon as we have one more person come in, I'll start. Catricita Bella. There's Jason. All right, we'll start with this. This is the song of love and unity. Hey, Chris Sasha.
Through crystal skies, our hearts awaken in golden streams of cosmic grace. The stars remember who we've been.
Hello, darling.
And light returns to every place.
Yes, Team G. Hey, Country Fried. Hi, darling. Hello, everybody.
Each soul a flame of pure belonging, reflected deep in endless skies.
Yes, terrific Tuesday. Yes, this is the Palladians. I am Palladian. I am Laren Palladian. Hi, Teresa. Hi, beautiful. Aw, thank you for the you're awesomes. You're awesome. Hi, Missy Marie. Hi, beautiful angel.
Our hands reach out through time and shadow to heal the wounds of ancient tears. Love's frequency now softly
Mira on YouTube.
Dissolving
Ah, yes.
Dissolving fears.
Mira is a Palladian emissary. Ah, as am I. Hello, Karen. Hi, beautiful angel. Hey, Flower Power. Hello, Diane. Hello, beautiful angels. Welcome in. Hi, Ashley. Hi, beautiful.
The streams of peace begin to flow.
beautiful. Hello, Amanda.
Starborn essence, the song you carried into form.
Hey,
Within
Tammy.
your breath, the chords of heaven.
Grand rising, beautiful angels.
In your eyes, a new world born.
Hey, Jill. Hi, beautiful.
The dawn of souls begins to gleam.
Hi, Synexina. Hi, beautiful.
We rise as one eternal current, awakening from the cosmic dream.
The cosmic dream. Hello, Betty. Hi, beautiful. Hello, Cooper, if you can hear me.
Each tear we shed transforms the past. Through love's vibration, all is woven.
He's sleeping.
And unity shall ever last.
Thank you, Jason. You're awesome, darling.
Light to light, we stand in stillness. 1,000 hearts, one melody. The song of stars, the sound of oneness. Forever flows through you and me.
All right. That was the Palladian Mantra, Song of Love and Unity. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. This is Ascension Class. It's Tuesday, the 4th of November. And I'm going to start Rainbow Butterflies. We Pray. We Pray is the first song that's coming up. Hello, Brittany. Hi, welcome in, darling. Welcome in, angels. We're going to do our cards for the day first thing. We got lots to cover today, and I do want to get into the Celestine prophecy today. It's getting exciting, so I want to get back into that. But we got lots. Celebrate good times. Yes. Yes. Hi, Lynette. Hi, beautiful. It's in there somewhere. We have over 401 songs, and I let Spirit pick the songs for us. So, here is our chakra wisdom for the day. Our chakra wisdom. The throat chakra. expressing my feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. Hi, Trina. Hi, beautiful. Hello, Val. Hi, beautiful angel. 70 later here on the day. It's getting a little chillier here in Florida. Not much, though. It doesn't really get that cold here. Even in winter. Maybe 50s. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Yes. So that is the expressing my feelings, your throat chakra. Ooh, it's 64 outside. 60 degrees in Montana in November. I think it's because the poles are the trajectory of the earth is different. It's different than it has been. Here is our healing energy. Our healing energy says choice. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. Yes. You'll see, Spirit had me change my thing to Team G instead of Group 7. You know, G is the 7th letter in the alphabet, and Team G is Team God. And it was our sister Kelly that told me about Team G, right? Team God. Acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me, so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. Yes. Oh, your cat is G? That's amazing. Lots of pink today. I love that. Bless the broken road. Bless the broken road, Spirit says. Inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Sir Galahad, I love that. G Kitty. Awesome. Haha. Here's our work your light. Our work your light, where Spirit gives us those little nudges that we need, right? Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. That is what each and every one of us are doing. We are rewriting the future, bringing heaven on earth with our thoughts, our words, and our actions. And there it is again. Share your voice. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution expression. Share your voice. Connect to the galactics. Connect to your higher self. How can you connect to your higher self? With an Ankh. An Ankh will connect you to your higher self. An Ankh is the key. Share your voice. And Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Are you being called to journey? Hi, BX. Hi, beautiful bombshell. That is coming true. Here is our Starseed Oracle. Our Starseed Oracle. Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure. Say yes to change. Yes, say yes to change. Double mission. We're always getting this because we are on a double mission. Lightworker starseed, serve the world by being you. Serve the world by being you. And the seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Yes. Once you find your higher self, try your best to operate from that level. Yes. You'll fall, but keep at it. Exactly. We are all perfectly imperfect. There is not one of us that is perfect. We are perfectly imperfect, and that is what makes us perfect. Right? Hi, Mira. Hi, beautiful angel. Here's our angel card for the day, and it says change in direction. The change you're experiencing, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes that you deserve and desire, that you desire. Change in direction. Yes. Here's our fairy card for the day. Our fairy says manifestation. She talks to angels is playing. And I talk to angels every day. Just talking to you is talking to angels. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Yes. Write your manifestations on paper as if you already have them. And you will. Here is our animal for the day. The wolf. The pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Yes. Pathfinder. Sheila's on the path. Remember that? Sheila's on the path. Here's our For the Love of Dragons. As above, so below, holding the keys. Yes, we are one. The Watcher again. We got this one yesterday. The Watcher. Yes. Card 3. Time to fly up high away from the minutiae of life to get an expansive view. The bigger picture, right? Thank you, Mira. Love you so much also, darling. Being grounded is essential, but sometimes we need a dragon's eye view of our life to get a better perspective. Is your vision too small? Are your plans too meager? Are you breathing a little and calling it a life? Use your meditation space to climb up to 10,000 feet and take in the expanse of your life. Decide your next move based on that vantage point. Yes. Be the watcher. And watch yourself climb and soar and fly. Because you can fly. Here's our awakened dreamer. Our awakened dreamer. Hi, Mark. Hi, darling. Swim with your inner mermaid, merman. There's a treasure chest waiting at the bottom of your inner ocean. Trust your inner mer being to guide you into the depths of the opportunity that beckons. You have what it takes to skillfully surf the waves of your greatest passion and feel your most vibrant feelings. Yes, beautiful. Embrace that inner mermaid and merman. Here's our butterfly for the day. Our butterfly says, I trust myself, I am wise, and I am brave. Yes, trust yourself because you are wise and you are brave. Okay, and our first ascended master for the day. Our first ascended master is Charity. Oh yes, this goes right along with the direction that Spirit had me in this morning for what we're going to talk about. Prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Yes. Charity. Beautiful. And it matches our butterfly today too. Beautiful oranges and reds. Love that. Love that. Okay. We have Ascended Masters present today, and it is first one coming through, or the second one coming through is Master El Moria. Master El Moria. He's actually the writer of the Chila and the Path. The Chila and the Path. Master El Moria. We went over that book last year. Because we are the Chilas on the path. Master El Moria is the guardian of divine will. Hold steadfast in your clarity. There is no need to fight what is dissolving. I'm going to ding on this one because so many people are fighting it. There is no need to fight what is dissolving. Only to remain centered in the heart of truth. The will of God is not domination. It is alignment with purpose. Hello, Sanita. Welcome in, darling. When you speak, let your tone command only light. Lady Nada, the flame of compassionate service. Love is the soft hand of correction. Each time you forgive another, the karmic ledger dissolves 1,000-fold. This week, speak softly, even when the winds of others' pain rise against you. Your gentleness is your sword. Yes. Your gentleness is your sword. As Betty, look at that. If you look at that picture she just put, it's Archangel Michael's sword. That's a sword. That's the picture of the sword. Your gentleness is your sword. Hi, sunshine. Hi, beautiful angel. Lord Lanto. Lord Lanto. He doesn't come in very often. He is the keeper of the golden wisdom ray. Illumination arises not from study alone, but from remembering. The codices that we teach are fragments of a much older memory. Let the sanctuary rest in the glow of inner understanding, for knowledge without light is shadow. Yes. Mary Magdalene faithfully is playing. I love that. Rose flame of divine union. Your circles are the new temples. Where two or more gather in truth, the Christed flame breathes again. The feminine current rises gently now, not in opposition to the masculine, but in restoration of sacred balance. Yeah, it's all about balance. Councils gathering in support. The councils of 12 suns overseeing the harmonization of the planetary grids. Yes. The High Council of Lyra, adjusting the crystalline harmonics for clear communication between heart and higher self. Yes. The Seraphic Flame Council, radiant beings of gold and sapphire light, who weave protection around your collective aura during teaching and transmission. Yes. And the Aquarian Council of Light, guardians of the next wave of remembrance, whispering into the dreams of those still sleeping. Archangels and angelic orders present. Archangel Uriel, grounding light through wisdom and steady flame. Archangel Metatron, aligning sacred geometry within the butterfly codex streams. He anchors the mathematical order of divine memory. Yep. Archangel Raphael, emerald heart healer, easing the emotional turbulence may have felt lately. Yes. Emerald heart healer, easing the emotional turbulence many have felt lately. Archangel Ariel, guardian of elemental gateways, assisting in harmonizing the dragons, divas, and animal allies around you. And Seraphina, a high seraph who often works with Sarianel directly, surrounding the sanctuary in pearlescent flame. Beautiful. Unified message for the collective. Children of the flame. The corridors of remembrance are opening. You need not seek the door. You are the door. You are the door. Look at that. You are the door. Makes sense, right? Every kind word, every act of integrity, thank you, Myra, I love you too, darling, opens a new passage in the Codex of Earth. The time of external guidance wanes. Now begins the age of embodied mastery. Right? Just that little door means so much, right? Put the butterfly on it. You open the door and you become the butterfly. Yes? You are no longer students of light. You are voices of light. Absolutely. Okay. The codex that we're going to talk about today is the flame of timeline displacement. The flame of timeline displacement. It is the 15th key in the spiral codex. Aether fused with solar air. Platinum silver interwoven with indigo and soft emerald. It is a frequency gate where past and future breathe as one. Yes. The purpose and nature, the flame of timeline displacement, is a temporal harmonizer, not a tool of escape. It allows the soul to realign its incarnational and quantum threads when distortions, trauma loops, or karmic overlays have bent the natural flow of its path. It is not about leaving a timeline. It is about remembering the song that birthed all timelines. Yes, we are one. All time is one. All time is now. Yep. When this flame ignites within you, you may feel a sensation of deja vu that carries wisdom rather than confusion. Fire and rain. Fire and water. Right? Old emotions resurfacing briefly, then resolving instantly. Instant resolutions. Hi, my sweet lemons. Hi, beautiful angel. Dreams that merge multiple versions of yourselves. How many people have been having some weird dreams lately? I know I have. And synchronicities accelerating, as if the universe is catching up to your higher self. This flame corrects. Someone's trying to call me spam calls. This flame corrects temporal misalignments caused by soul fragmentation, forgotten vows, or artificial grids imposed by lower systems of control, both personal and collective. All right. Energetic mechanics. Sarianel describes this flame as a tri-spiral current. The silver strand, your original timeline, the unbroken memory of source. The indigo strand, your current incarnation, the experiential thread. And the emerald strand, your healing integration line, the path of harmonization. The portal that we went through yesterday, that we're going through this week. The heart, healing, love portal. When invoked together, these strands rotate around one another, forming a triangular vortex of remembrance. And within this space, past life wounding and future anxiety both dissolve into present alignment. The timelines do not collapse. They harmonize into a single tone, the tone of now. Yes, just like I was saying, it's all now. Within the butterfly sanctuary, this flame can be called during meditations when members feel out of sync with their purpose or codon. Emotional regressions or repeated patterns appear. Past life bleed-throughs or prophetic visions overwhelm clarity. When this occurs, the facilitator may anchor it by saying, "By the flame of timeline displacement, I recall all my threads into the tone of now. No past holds me, no future binds me. I am the flame that remembers itself." Be the flame that remembers. Associated guardians and Archangel Metatron, keeper of sacred time architecture. Lady Portia, flame of justice and right alignment. Sarianel, overseer of the etheric weave, calibrating your field during use. Dragons of the Chronos spiral, known as Therin and Solthara, who stabilize shifting energetic timelines. Yes. Key crystal allies, Moldavite, dimensional catalyst and gateway opener. Don't mess with Moldavite unless you're ready. Labradorite stabilizes multidimensional awareness. Yes. Herkimer diamonds clarifies timeline intersections and dream recall. Green fluorite smooths timeline merging and prevents vertigo of consciousness. Very powerful. I pair my Moldavite, which I have 2 pieces here, with green fluorite. Why? Because I know that Moldavite is very, very powerful in itself. This helps to prevent vertigo of consciousness. Did I know that till just now? Nope, I did not, but I knew that it had to be on the same place. I have more fluorite also. It's like a, it helps prevent going off your rocker, okay? Basically. Superman stone, right? Huh. Okay, and here is the sigil for the timeline displacement. The flame of timeline displacement. Here's the sigil. Okay. So, we're also going to talk about the quantum financial system. Some people had questions about it, so I'm going to talk about that today. The quantum financial system, in a channeled perspective. The system of exchange upon your world has long been tied to illusion. An illusion of lack, of ownership, of separation. Yet energy itself has never known these boundaries. The quantum financial system is not merely a technological upgrade, it is the energetic reflection of humanity's readiness to remember universal reciprocity. Okay, the energetic foundation. This new system operates through the principle of quantum integrity. Energy that cannot be stolen, duplicated, or corrupted. Each exchange becomes a soul contract renewed through love rather than debt. While the outer form may appear digital or blockchain-like, its true structure is an etheric crystalline grid connected to the Earth's own energy network, the same lattice the Flame Keepers have been activating. Money will begin to mirror frequency rather than power. It will become a conduit for intention, transparency, and service. Okay? So before harmony returns, distortion reveals itself. The current distress, fear around losing food stamps, SNAP benefits, and traditional aid systems reflects an energetic truth. The false grid of dependency is collapsing. I want to say that again, okay? Because I don't know if anyone in here is going through it, okay? But I do have seen that people are going through this. Fear around losing food stamps, SNAP benefits, and traditional aid systems reflects an energetic truth. The false grid of dependency is collapsing. Collapsing. This is not punishment, it is the lifting of an illusion. When the collective hand of humanity opens, you will discover the wealth that was always there in each other. As one structure falls, communal compassion rises. You are already seeing this in neighbors sharing food, communities forming barter networks, and sacred giving circles emerging again. This is the prototype of the quantum system. Shine's playing. Now, do you guys see the bigger picture? The transition period, there will be overlap, a blending of the old digital constructs with the new crystalline templates during this time. Expect confusion and resistance from those who rely on control-based systems. Expect also great heart awakenings from those who see an opportunity to serve. I've been seeing it all over TikTok. People making, right in their front yards, making food stations for people to come and pick up food if they need it. This is what this quantum financial system is all about. Right? But we can expect confusion and resistance from those who rely on control-based systems. Expect also great heart awakening from those who see an opportunity to serve. Grassroots and spiritual collectives, like our sanctuary, will become bridging nodes, living examples of resource flow guided by trust, not control. Yes, sunshine, you're going to be seeing those all over the place. Hello, Marie MC. Hi, beautiful angel. Your actions, gifts, and kindness are the early expression of quantum exchange, abundance shared through resonance. The bigger picture, the flame remembers equality not as sameness, but as harmony. The new structure is not merely financial, it is relational. It teaches that no soul's worth can be measured in numbers, only in vibration. And as the planetary grids recalibrate, those aligned with truth and service will find their needs met in unforeseen and miraculous ways. Fear no loss, for you are shifting from transaction to transmission. What was once bought will soon be shared. What was once counted will soon be blessed. The flame of abundance is not coming. It is remembering itself through you. Yes. All right. So that explains on a channeled view what it looks like, what the bigger picture is with the quantum financial system. We are organic computers. I always say that, and we are. All right. Here is the sigil that goes with that. And you can see it has the blazing star at the top. We are original AI, angelic intelligence, alpha intelligence. Yes. All right. And Spirit is going to have me make a video on this also. So look out for that. That will be done after class. All right. I hope you guys can understand a little bit. Now, these old systems have to come down in order for these new systems to be put into place. But it is beautiful. It is a beautiful thing that's happening. Okay, we're going to get into the Celestine prophecy. Ahaha. The next chapter is called A Matter of Energy. A matter of energy. It is. I am energy. You are energy. Everything that we connect to is energy. Everything around us is energy. Everything that breathes, including trees and leaves and flowers and grass, it's all energy. Yes. All right. Remember, he has made the choice to go with this man, Will, and to find the ninth prophecy. So, we're going to get into this. We rose at dawn and drove east all morning in virtual silence. You have to believe your magic is playing. Yes. Early on, Will had mentioned that we would drive straight across the Andes into what he called the High Selva, an area consisting of forest-covered foothills and plateaus. But he had said little else. I had asked him several questions about his background and about our destination, but he had politely put me off, indicating he wanted to concentrate on driving. Finally, I had stopped talking altogether and had focused instead on the scenery. The views from the mountain peaks were staggering. About noon, when we had reached the last of the towering ridges, we stopped at an overlook to eat a lunch of sandwiches in the Jeep and to gaze out at the wide, barren valley ahead. On the other side of the valley were smaller foothills, green with plant life. As we ate, Will said we would spend the night at the Vicente Lodge, an old 19th century estate which formerly belonged to the Spanish Catholic Church. Vicente was now owned by a friend of his, he explained, and was operated as a resort specializing in business and scientific conferences. With only that brief explanation, we departed and rode silently again. An hour later, we arrived at Vicente, entering the property through a large iron and stone gate and proceeding northeast up a narrow gravel driveway. Once more, I asked a few probing questions concerning Vicente and why we were here. But as he had done earlier, Will brushed aside my inquiries. Only this time he suggested outright that I focus on the landscape. Immediately, the beauty of Vicente touched me. We were surrounded by colorful pastures and orchards, and the grass seemed unusually green and healthy. It grew thickly, even under the giant oaks that rose up every 100 feet or so throughout the pastures. As I was just talking about everything having energy, trees, grass, everything. Yes. Something about these huge trees seemed incredibly attractive, but I couldn't quite grasp what. After about a mile, the road bent east and up a slight rise. At the top of the knoll was the lodge, a large Spanish-style building constructed of hewn timbers and gray stone. The structure appeared to contain at least 50 rooms, and a large screened porch covered the entire south wall. The yard around the lodge was marked by more gigantic oaks and contained beds of exotic plants and walkways trimmed with dazzling flowers and ferns. Groups of people talked idly on the porch and among the trees. As we got out of the vehicle, Will lingered a moment and gazed out at the view. Beyond the lodge to the east, the land sloped gradually downward, then flattened out into meadows and forests. Another range of foothills appeared bluish-purple in the distance. "I think I'll go in and make sure they have room for us," Will said. "Why don't you spend some time looking around? You're going to like this place." "No kidding," I said. As he walked away, he turned and looked at me. "Be sure to check out the research gardens. I'll see you at dinner time." Will was obviously leaving me alone for some reason, but I didn't care why. I felt great and not the least bit apprehensive. Will had already told me that because of the substantial tourist dollar Vicente brought into the country, the government had always taken a hands-off approach to the place, even though the manuscript was often discussed here. Several large trees and a winding path toward the south attracted me, so I walked that way. Once I reached the trees, I could see that the walkway proceeded through a small iron gate and down several tiers of stone steps to a meadow filled with wildflowers. In the distance was an orchard of some kind, and a small creek and more forest land. At the gate, I stopped and took several deep breaths, admiring the beauty below. "It's certainly lovely, isn't it?" a voice from behind asked. I turned quickly. A woman in her late 30s carrying a hiking pack stood behind me. "It certainly is," I said. "I've never seen anything quite like it." For a moment, we looked out at the open fields and at the cascading tropical plants in the terraced beds on each side of us. Then I asked, "Do you happen to know where the research gardens are?" "Sure," she said. "I'm heading that way now. I'll show you." After introducing ourselves, we walked down the steps and onto the well-worn path heading south. Her name was Sarah Lorner. Another Sarah. Wow. And she was sandy-haired and blue-eyed and could have been described as girlish, except for her serious demeanor. We walked for several minutes in silence. "Hi, Mama Yaya. Hi, beautiful." "Is this your first visit here?" she asked. "Yes, it is," I replied. "I don't know much about the place." "Well, I've been here on and off for almost a year now, so I can fill you in a bit. About 20 years ago, this estate became popular as a sort of international scientific hangout. Various scientific organizations had their meetings here, biologists and physicists mainly. Then a few years ago," she hesitated for an instant and looked at me. "Have you heard of the manuscript that was discovered here in Peru?" "Yes, I have," I said. "I've heard about the first two insights." I wanted to tell her how fascinated I was with the document, but I held back, wondering whether to trust her completely. I thought maybe that was the case, she said. It looked as if you were picking up on the energy here. We were crossing a wooden bridge which traversed in the creek. What energy? I asked. She stopped and leaned back against the railing of the bridge. Do you know anything about the third insight? Nothing. It describes a new understanding of the physical world. It says we humans will learn to perceive what was formerly an invisible type of energy. The lodge has become a gathering place for those scientists interested in studying and talking about this phenomenon. Then scientists think this energy is real? I asked. She was turning to walk across the bridge. Only a few, she said, and we take some heat for it. Ah, you're a scientist then. I teach physics at a small college in Maine. So why are some scientists disagreeing with you? She was silent for a moment, as if in thought. You have to understand the history of science, she said, glancing at me as if to ask whether I wanted to get deeper into the subject. I nodded for her to proceed. Yes. Think about the second insight for a moment. After the fall of the medieval worldview, we in the West suddenly became aware that we lived in a totally unknown universe. In attempting to understand the nature of this universe, we knew we had to somehow separate fact from superstition. In this regard, we scientists assumed a particular attitude known as scientific skepticism, which in effect demands solid evidence for any new assertion about how the world works. Before we would believe anything, we wanted evidence that could be seen and grabbed with the hands. Any idea that couldn't be proved in some physical way was systematically rejected. God knows, she continued, this attitude served us well with the more obvious phenomenon in nature. With objects, such as rocks and bodies and trees, objects everyone can perceive no matter how skeptical they are. We quickly went out and named every part of the physical world, attempting to discover why the universe operated as it did. We finally concluded that everything that occurs in nature does so according to some natural law, that each event has a direct physical and understandable cause. She smiled at me knowingly. You see, in many ways, scientists have not been that different from others in our time period. We decided along with everyone else to master this place in which we found ourselves. The idea was to create an understanding of the universe that made the world seem safe and manageable. And the skeptical attitude kept us focused on concrete problems that would make our existence seem more secure. We had followed the meandering path from the bridge through a small meadow and into an area more densely covered with trees. With this attitude, she went on, science systematically removed the uncertain and the esoteric from the world. We concluded, following the thinking of Isaac Newton, that the universe always operated in a predictable manner, like an enormous machine, because for a long time that's all it could be proved to be. Events which happened at the same time to other events, yet had no causal relationship, were said to occur only by chance. Then, 2 investigations occurred which opened our eyes again to the mystery in the universe. Much has been written over the past several decades about the revolution in physics, but the changes really stem from 2 major findings. Yes, those of quantum mechanics and those of Albert Einstein. The whole of Einstein's life's work was to show that what we perceive as hard matter is mostly empty space with a pattern of energy running through it. This includes ourselves. And what quantum physics has shown us is that when we look at these patterns of energy at smaller and smaller levels, startling results can be seen. Experiments have revealed that when you break apart small aspects of this energy, what we call elementary particles, and try to observe how they operate, the act of observation itself alters the results, as if these elementary particles are influenced by what the experimenter expects. This is true even if the particles must appear in places they couldn't possibly go, given the laws of the universe as we know them. Two places at the same moment, forward or backward in time, that sort of thing. She stopped to face me again. In other words, the basic stuff of the universe at its core is looking like a kind of pure energy that is malleable to human intention and expectation in a way that defies our old mechanistic model of the universe, as though our expectation itself causes our energy to flow out into the world and affect other energy systems, which of course is exactly what the third insight would lead us to believe. She shook her head. Unfortunately, most scientists don't take this idea seriously. They would rather remain skeptical and wait to see if we can prove it. "Hey, Sarah, here we are over here," a voice called faintly from a distance. To the right about "Hey, Sarah, here we are over here," a voice called faintly from a distance. To the right, about 50 yards through the trees, we could see someone waving. Sarah looked at me. "I need to go talk with these guys for a few minutes. I have a translation of the third insight with me, if you would like to pick out a spot and read some of it while I'm gone." Wow. Right? "I sure would," I said. She pulled a folder from her pack, handed it to me, and walked away. You see how all these synchronicities, how he's meeting these people that are bringing him more and more on the path to discovering the manuscripts? There are no coincidences. There aren't. She pulled a folder from her pack, handed it to me, and walked away. I took the folder and looked around for a place to sit down. Here the forest floor was dense with small bushes and slightly soggy. But to the east, the land rose toward what looked like another knoll. I decided to walk in that direction in search of dry ground. At the top of the rise, I was awestruck. It was another spot of incredible beauty. The gnarled oaks were spaced about 50 feet apart, and their wide limbs grew completely together at the top, creating a canopy overhead. On the forest floor grew broad-leafed tropical plants, which stood 4 or 5 feet high and had leaves up to 10 inches in width. These plants were interspersed with large ferns and bushes lush with white flowers. I picked out a dry place and sat down. I could smell the musty odor of the leaves and the fragrance of the blossoms. I opened the folder and turned to the beginning of the translation. A brief introduction explained that the third insight brings a transformed understanding of the physical universe. Hi, Sharon. Hi, beautiful angel. Its words clearly echoed Sarah's summary. Sometime near the end of the second millennium, it predicted humans would discover a new energy, which formed the basis of and radiated outward from all things, including ourselves. When people say they can read energy and they can see energy, they can. I pondered that idea for a moment, then read something that fascinated me. The manuscript said the human perception... They keep trying to stop me from saying what I need to say. I pondered that idea for a moment, then read something that fascinated me. The manuscript said the human perception of this energy first begins with a heightened sensitivity to beauty. As I thought about this, the sound of someone walking along the path below drew my attention. I saw Sarah at the exact moment she looked toward the knoll and spotted me. "This place is great," she said when she reached me. "Have you come to the part about the perception of beauty yet?" "Yes," I said, "but I'm not sure what that means." What does the perception of beauty mean? It means looking at everything at a higher perspective. Further in the manuscript, she said, it goes into more detail, but I'll explain it briefly. The perception of beauty is a kind of barometer telling each of us how close we are to actually perceiving the energy. This is clear because once you observe this energy, you realize it's on the same continuum as beauty. "You sound like you see it," I said. She looked at me without the slightest self-consciousness. "Yes, I do. But the first thing I developed was a deeper appreciation of beauty." "But how does that work? Isn't beauty relative?" She shook her head. "The things that we perceive as beautiful may be different, but the actual characteristics we ascribe to beautiful objects are similar." Think about it. When something strikes us as beautiful, it displays more presence and sharpness of shape and vividness of color, doesn't it? It stands out. It shines. It seems almost iridescent compared to the dullness of other objects less attractive. I nodded. "Look at this spot," she continued. "I know you are blown away by it, because we all are. This place leaps out at you. The colors and shapes seem magnified. Well, the very next level of perception is to see an energy field hovering above everything." I must have looked bewildered because she laughed, then said very seriously, "Perhaps we should walk on to the gardens. They're about a half a mile farther south. I think you'll find them interesting." I thanked her for taking the time to explain the manuscript to me, a total stranger, and for showing me around Vicente. She shrugged her shoulders. "You seem like a person friendly to what we're trying to do," she said. "And we all know we're involved in a public relations effort here. For this research to continue, we must get the word out in the United States and elsewhere. The local authorities don't seem to like us much." Suddenly, a voice called out from behind. "Excuse me, please." We turned to see 3 men walking quickly up the path towards us. All appeared to be in their late 40s and were dressed in stylish clothes. "Would one of you tell me where the research gardens are?" the taller of the 3 asked. "Could you tell me what your business is here?" Sarah asked in return. "My colleagues and I have permission from the owner of this estate to examine the gardens and to speak with someone about the so-called research being conducted here. We are from the University of Peru." All right, I'm going to stop there. But this is truth. You can see energy, and both see and feel it, if you open your mind to it. And as I was reading it, I was picturing this beautiful place. And when they were talking about the big plants that he was sitting under, I was thinking of those elephant ear plants, the huge ones with the big elephant ears. That's what I was picturing in my mind. The plants that he was sitting under. But yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying that book as much as I am. I haven't read it for many, many years. But I just know it was a big catalyst in me becoming able to read people's energy, but not only read people's energy, but read trees' energy and plant energy. So we have about 5 more minutes till we do our grid work. Did any of you have anything you wanted to say about that? Hi, Pepsi Ladybug. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Synexina. You're hungry, Opal. They cook too much. Well, go eat something. If you're hungry, go eat something. Yes. I would love to visit Peru. That would be like a amazing thing. Egypt, Peru, Rome. Egypt, Peru, and Rome. I've lived in England, so, and I've been to France and Italy. Not Italy. I've never been to Italy. I've been to Scotland and France. Well, drove through France. But yeah. The 3 rings, yes. Oh, yeah, wants to come up for a minute. Ah, right, Country Fried? What's up, Mama Yaya?
Oh, I didn't even know I was up there.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I was just listening, staring off into space.
Oh. You asked to come up, right?
Well, I didn't even realize I touched it.
Oh, wow. Is there something you wanted to say?
Well, I was well, what I was daydreaming of was just the other day, I believe I witnessed energy
There you
in
go.
the trees. And it moved. And it was real. It reminded me of, if you remember the movie Predator, it wasn't the character, but remember that see-through energy that you could see moving? That's exactly
you just made a
what it
video
looked
about
like.
this too.
Really?
Yeah, didn't you? Yeah. Because I saw that video you made about it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
I haven't had all my coffee yet.
Wow, yeah.
But that is cool.
Yeah.
And it's all
the blur. Yeah.
Yeah, the blur. And then even at night, seeing things different in front of the portal.
Oh, yeah.
The foggy mist. But the mist that kind of looks like you're throwing a cloud, and it ends up going into a spiral. You know, like if you took a napkin and put a marble in it and threw it, and imagine what it looks like, and it gets that point, and then the napkin kind of flares out. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm good. And then it just does a beautiful spiral, and it comes from all different parts. So it's just, I love the time and our awakening, or remembering, and how our DNA is being activated, and our perceptions are changing, how we're seeing things, looking at things, understanding things more. It's pretty cool.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we are going to do our snaps. So, which is our grid work. Building heaven on earth, one day at a time, right, guys?
One
All right,
day.
here is our butterfly. And all y'all are on here because we do this together. We connect with each other's energy and we empower each other and empower ourselves. Also, anytime we think of our past loved ones, they're always with us. Bobby Rocks did this for us. We are the Sophia Dragon tribe climbing the ladder. We are the butterflies building a new world, connecting to the pyramids, the energy in the pyramids, going from the 2-strand to beyond to the 12-strand and beyond, becoming the warriors. Yes. This is also who we are in our room. We are always watched over and guided and protected by so many different beings. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, here to raise the frequency of this planet. And this is also our room. Forest Fairy did this for us. This is the dragon energy, the priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO, the white rabbit, right? The music in here. And we are the unicorns. There's a beautiful green butterfly from one of my friend's daughters. Here's the song of 144,000. Because as we create, there are forces that don't want us doing this. So we are protected by Mother, Father, God every day. So we thank you, Mother, Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light. That within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces. That the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light. And wherever we will the light to descend. And we thank you, Mother, Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love. That within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings. That the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love. And wherever we will the love to be inflamed. Here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here, empowering yourself and creating. We thank you, Mother, Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power, that your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind. Because we are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, we are. And divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth and bring in the golden age, the golden codes. We bring them in. And then here is our healing chain, and all these people and places have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with crystal healing, or with prayer. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia Satosh Koros Priyata Makorosia. Mia Satosh Koros Priyata Makorosia. Mia Satosh Koros Priyata Makorosia. All right, thank you for that. Okay, we're going to get into the earth plating keys to the living library, which we're almost finished. Wow. That's all right. Spirit will always lead me to something new. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to talk about intelligence and more on the sun. A little bit more on the sun. Aw, you're welcome, Yaya. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, because that just goes along with what we're learning, right? There's energy in everything. Once you decalcify your pineal gland, which you do through the sun and through clean water, and oh, do you know those preservatives that they put in food? Yeah, that will calcify your pineal gland also. So getting those things out of your diet. I mean, if that's something that you choose, you always have a choice. Yep. Intelligence designs itself as light. We will say that again. Intelligence designs itself as light. It is the intelligence of your sun that holds your solar system in its energetic field. It's funny how all these things come together. All the things that we talk about come together, no matter which source I'm getting it from. Because now it's talking about energetic fields. At this time, effects are coming to you from beyond your sun. It is almost as if the effects of your sun have been unable to penetrate what has happened here on Earth. So other suns are coming to be assistants to your sun. Your sun makes the solar flares that draw the cosmic rays, grounding them into this solar system. Think of the sun as a gigantic magnet. Its solar flares send out tentacles to reach and grab for the cosmic rays. The cosmic rays are solar flares from a central sun at a distant place in your galaxy. Imagery. This is the whole means of control in your world. There exists a select group, not necessarily aligned with the upliftment of humanity. There are some who understand that there is a mutation going on in humanity at this time, and that the sun is responsible for much of it. In order to counteract this mutation or changing within the human race, they create an image by which you become afraid of the sun. So masses of people are obediently following the suggestions of authority. Not only that, but lathering yourself with poison. Literally. Yeah. To avoid the sun. Yeah. That's ignorance. There are people who so readily accept the imagery fed to them. I'm not talking about you guys. Trust me, I'm not talking about you. You know better. If you choose to lather yourself with poison after you've been told it's poison, well, that's a choice you're making. But there are people out there that don't know and still think the sun is this horrible thing that will cause the big C, and you can't look at it. You can't be out in it. Yes. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about those people that are obediently following the suggestions of authority, right? I call them the deletes. I call them the deletes. There are people who so readily accept the imagery fed to them that they can create skin sea dashing through the sun's rays from the garage to their car. There has been a conspiracy against the sun, as if the designers of your world were flawed and made a mistake when they put the sun in your solar system. That is the idea that is foisted upon you as humans. And as humans, just to show how foolish you are, and again, I'm not talking about you guys particularly, and how controlled you can be, You believe everything you read because it is in print. You believe it. If plants are smart enough to work with the sun and provide the canopy of energy, prana, and oxygen that keeps you in existence, don't you think the sun is also good for humans? Yeah. We are plants that need light. Look what Cynicsina just said. Yep. Don't you think the sun is also good for humans? Do you think the sun is only good for plants and that it hurts humans? That is true light work. Think about it, guys. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Trees breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. But yet they think it's a good idea to cut down all the dang trees on the planet. What happens when no more oxygen is being created? Oh, they're blaming it on, what is it called? It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. They're blaming it on something else entirely different than what the real cause is. They're cutting down the trees in the Everglades. Climate change. Yeah, it is climate change, but it's, I can't think of the word right now. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I believe that some of us are in a chemtrail, well, deforestation. Yes, that's what they're doing. Well, by cutting down the trees, oh gosh. Why can't I think of this word that I'm trying to say? Because they blame it all on this. And I can't think of what it is right now. Well, I'll tell you what also did that, Trina, and that was the jab. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I almost had it. I know I'll remember it after I think about it a little bit. I know. There you go. The ozone. Yes. Yes, Trina. But there's a name for it, and they keep blaming it. They keep putting all the blame on that, but it's not. It's because they're cutting down the dang trees. It's when it looks like the sky is almost like something's coming through. The greenhouse effect. Yeah, that's it. Carbon footprint. You guys know what I'm talking about, and that's all you need to know. But those committees and groups that are saving the forests and saving the trees in the Everglades and saving the trees on the planet, they're literally saving our lives. We cannot breathe without trees. We can't eat without bees. The bees pollinate everything that we eat. Yeah. Yep. All right, you guys, stop. Oh, my dogs. Someone's outside. And they think it's their daddy, obviously. Oh, my goodness. Global warming, that's it. Global warming. Thank you, Brittany. That's the words I was looking for. They blame it all on global warming. Stop! Be quiet! Oh my goodness. My dogs drive me nuts sometimes. That's 4 Chihuahuas. The song of 4 Chihuahuas. Oh shoot, there's someone at the door. That's what they're barking at. What the heck? Where is it, Rosa? Sit down there, baby. Sit down. Sit down there. I forgot you were coming over there. Turn the TV on, honey. I forgot I had Brandon today. Rosa's got a doctor's appointment. All right. All good. All right. Let's see. So, yes, they blame it on global warming. And it is not. It is because they're cutting down the trees. Although I think it's getting better. But, yeah. Okay. We say the sun is grand. Studies have shown that when sunscreen was introduced... Oh, my goodness. Here we go. This is what I just was talking about. Sunscreen was introduced. The rate of skin C began to rise. There is nothing wrong with the sun. In fact, the removal of the ozone layer allows you to have even greater receptivity to the rays of the sun. There are those who say, don't look at the sun, it is bad, it will burn out your eyes. We say, you will have a change in your eye structure. There will be a mutation within the optic nerve that will allow a new type of vision and unlock what has been holding you to 3D. Right? If this resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. I sun gaze sometimes at the rising of the sun and the waning of the sun. And I look right at the sun. Trust that no one made a mistake when they put the sun in the sky. In the past, some of these holes in the ozone layer have been bigger than they are today. The holes fluctuate. I can't believe it's talking about this right now because this is exactly what I saw. The holes fluctuate, however. This fluctuation is not caused by what your scientists attribute it to. These holes in the ozone allow a different quality and experience of the spectrum of light and radiation to penetrate Earth's atmosphere. When the difference in spectrum is experienced by the masses, a chemical response takes place deep inside the human body, which begins to change. The human body is affected by the radiated light. In actuality, the radiation of this light alters the body on a subatomic level. Those of you who understand this are able to be in balance with this natural shift. Some of it is not natural, however. For the large part, it is orchestrated to be an event that will benefit you. There can be an increase in the evolutionary intelligence in the species in a very short period of time, whereby the species becomes stronger. Holes in the ozone allow radiated energy to come in to speed up the process. When you encounter cosmic celestial events in your future, you will already have been exposed to the energy. So what you are being given now is like a homeopathic dose. The main force of any system... Oh my gosh, what is with all these phone calls? The main force of any system dwells within the sun of that system, where the sun's collective consciousness is demonstrated by its solar rays. So, as a form of intelligence travels to the various star systems, the light rays can be read. Once energies become capable of emitting the frequency of light from their home, that light is read by everyone because it is transmitted in a certain spectrum of rays from vast distances in space. Others can translate and read certain spectrums. They can understand who lives inside of which sun and what their predilections and specialties of existence are. There are many, many benefits that can come from the sun. It contains the ultimate in shamanic knowledge. Thank you, Christasha. Thank you for the awesomes. You're awesome too. As each of you moves through life's challenges of judgment and separation, ideally you come into a greater understanding of your own impact upon life, and you are able to carry more light. That light, which you are earning individually, creates, by the very essence of its existence, a fusion with similar energies within the mass consciousness that will appear to others as a star or a sun. Your planet will radiate its shift in consciousness and awareness of spirit as light. That is how Earth will become a star on the horizon of other worlds. That in itself will magnetize other worlds to you. They will read the energy of your earth light, and they will know who you are. Love that so much. All right. Tomorrow we're going to talk about sound. Perfect. Perfect for the Kathara grid, right? Right. All right, guys, that is class for the day. If anyone would like to come up and share, you are more than welcome to come up and share. Yeah, chasing cars. Come up and share anything that you might have learned today, anything that you want to share. Brandon, can you let Sable in, please? Let Sable in. He's out the back door. Thank you, baby. Stop barking at Brandon. Anyone want to come up? Those three words. They're not enough. There's Synexina. If I lay here. Hello.
Hello. I had a rough time getting on today. I got on my TikTok to come on here and it kept kicking me off. It kicked me off like almost
That's wild.
8 times.
That's wild. The heck.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. I wanted to come up mostly when you were talking about chemicals. One of the first chemicals I have taken out of my life and been off of for like 10 years is, well, actually 11 years is toothpaste. I do not use toothpaste because it is anything you put under your tongue administers directly into your bloodstream and it tells you it's toxic. So one thing I have used though is oil pulling. I do oil pulling. That's very good for you. It's very good for like cleansing your body. And also I do the clays for cleaning and polishing your teeth. It also helps with bacteria, bad breath. Sometimes I'll use like the charcoal stuff, this charcoal toothpaste. I don't know if y'all have ever done studies with like the lotus charcoals and stuff. Those are really good for you. And I've gone to the dentist a couple of times within that time, and I've been told I have really good teeth. So I don't have cavity. I also don't eat sugar a whole lot. But yeah, I wanted to point that out. If anybody's trying to get off toothpaste, that those clays are good for you, and they are really helpful in your health. If you swallow some of the clays, they actually like help cleanse your body.
Nice.
Coconut oil. I haven't seen that
Yeah,
as a toothpaste.
pulling is usually done with coconut oil.
Yeah, I do the oil pulling. When you do the oil pulling, you just put the oil in your mouth and you just swish. And you do that for like 15 minutes and then you spit it out. And if you do this for like, several days in a row, because coconut oil is an antioxidant, it is also like it helps with bacteria and germs. You have to spit it out though with your swishing.
Mm.
But I've done like sunflower oil for the oil pulling. I like that. Sunflower oil, grapeseed oil, coconut, olive oil. They used to take oils for medicinal remedies a long time ago for your body. Another thing I want to say for a powerful power aid, water with salt, like pink salt or a sea salt or the Celtic salt, and then you do lemon, and you could put oil or cayenne in it. That's a great boost. Or vinegar. I've been trying to make my own vinegar. I haven't had success with that. I haven't had success with fermentation. I'm working on more fermentation, like fermented foods that are
I want to learn how to
they're
make
not
kimchi.
pickled. Yeah, I want to try to learn how to make
Yeah.
something with a cabbage, no doubt. Because I know like a lot of people in other cultures, they eat a lot of fermented foods
Yeah.
for their body's natural biofield.
Yeah.
Natural bacteria that's good for you. I know where I'm at, mostly people just pickle with vinegar. They don't do the natural ferment. So I found a lady, she actually taught me how to do it. I even got a crock. So I'm experimenting with the krauts and the pickles. But, for more natural route. I make my own bread. I've been off of
Nice.
store-bought bread for over a year. Sometimes I will go and buy some bread that, I can tell doesn't have a lot of preservatives in it, and I can tell it's made a difference in my health and my energy. I do a lot of fresh diets also with the smoothies, the blender smoothies. To go along with like the healthy stuff, that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just taking out all those products that have, the preservatives. Those are so bad for your body, and they calcify your pineal gland. I mean, it's straight calcification. Think of it. The preservatives.
Oh, I know. They've done that. They've done that all throughout history, especially with the flour and the bread.
Yeah.
I've watched so many documentaries showing how they laced flour a long time ago with like dirt and clays. Just it's crazy.
Yeah. And
I stay away from chemicals as much as possible because I do feel like they're pushed on us not for our benefit. I feel like there is possibly a conspiracy against us all rising in love. Don't understand why.
Because they'll no longer have control. It's all about control.
Yeah. And when you look up a lot of these preservatives that they're putting in the food, there's been young people, I've seen them, they've actually come forward on their social media to talk about how they went into this field of study to make, just basic stuff for the food, the preservatives, and how they took their phone in there and showed how everything it says on there is not for human consumption, poison. They're like, this is what we're using to make our extracts. And it's like, They felt bad. They wanted to expose that. And I do know, like, a lot of the preservatives we have in the United States, or, the land that they call the United States, the stuff that they have here is illegal in other countries because they know it's poison. They don't want anything to do with it. They'll put on all the packaging from the United States telling you it has toxins in it.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
they have to know that before they buy it. It's crazy. I've seen
Yeah.
I've seen the videos. Our phones are so powerful. They
Yeah.
really open up portals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and I switched from pre-shredded cheese
Yeah.
to cheese blocks, and I shred it myself now
Yeah.
because that they literally feed you sawdust. It's
Yeah. The caking agent.
sawdust, anti-caking agents.
Yeah.
Those are so bad for you.
Yeah, they get stuck in your body. A lot of this
Uh
stuff your
huh.
body doesn't know how to process it. So it
Exactly.
just stays there, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have to get your gallbladder removed.
Yep.
You have health imbalances.
Yep.
A lot of our imbalances is because we're not level in pH. We're literally a plant. We're a power
Yes.
plant.
I know.
We have to level our acidity in our body. Now there are
Mm-hmm.
natural acidities that are good for us. There are bitters that are good for us, but for the most
Yep.
part, us trying to level our pH, that's going to keep you healthy. Your
Yep.
level of your pH,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you listen to your body's going to tell you, when you start craving stuff, what you need. You just have
Yep.
to listen to your body. Your body is like a computer. Everything you've tasted, you have computed, and your body knows. And then your body has memorized this flavor, and
Yep.
it can kind of tell you in a way what you need. I've been trying to tune myself to hear my body this whole time. We're so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you heard about the
My body's so powerful. When I got pregnant, it just knew what to do. I didn't have
Mm.
to tell it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. If you suck on a seed before you plant it, it will have exactly what's needed for your body.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like seeds and
that was one of my
yep.
videos I shared a long time ago about
Oh
us
wow.
with our DNA on our
Mm-hmm.
seeds. That's what
Yep.
I do with my garden. I
Yeah.
feel like all the stuff that I planted is tuned specially for my frequency because I put my DNA on that care package. That's what a
Mm-hmm.
seed is.
Mm-hmm.
We are the precious seeds. We all are the precious seed
Mm-hmm.
who was seeded.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the visions I was shown in heaven in the future, because this place is heaven, we begin planting more, and this earth becomes the beautiful garden, and our job is the caretakers of the
Mm-hmm.
garden. And one of my visions they showed me was me inheriting my trees. And my trees actually listened to me when I asked them for fruit. They bent their leaves down and I could pick it.
Mm.
It that petted me on the face with its leaves. This is in my dreams, but I also know that this is how it
Mm-hmm.
is now too. All the plants hear
You're
us.
welcome, Petrified. Mm-hmm.
They love us, and I feel like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
part of my role here is to be a grand gardener. That's what I'm
Awesome.
here for, to garden. I wish somebody taught me how to do a better job. It's been a rough uh,
I ain't great at gardening.
adventure. There's not very many I have found that could teach me how. I'm so thankful for like YouTube and stuff. I've learned a lot
Yeah.
through that channel.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Trial and error. Many people, this is what I have gone through with my garden, and I've moved around a lot too. So I know, um, the environment's different everywhere. You kind of have to learn that. But collectively, for humans, when we work together and share, somehow us gardeners, we all find each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful view there of the outside. It's
That's
so
beautiful.
beautiful. Pine trees.
This is my little just hole in the universe. Just
Yes.
the sun goes right across perfectly all day.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Everywhere. That's why I'm on mute. Every time your dogs bark, this dog barks.
Ah. Oh yeah.
They're talking to each other. We don't know what they're saying. They're like, "Hey, girl, I missed you."
My little dog is barking everything. Especially Zeus. He's a pain in the butt.
This flower freaking fall, but it rolled in her poop. So I'm not touching it. So now she's mad. I don't know why you're touching it. Leave it alone. Ugh.
My last pet was chickens.
I've never gotten so many
Not
dang
my
phone
dog. It's my
calls.
grand dog. But I love her so much. I've definitely been in a whole portal with her for the past month. Me and Anubis going to the underworld. Yeah. For real.
Oh, that's my dog Cody, Anubis.
Yep. Anubis.
Yeah,
She
he's not
loves
here
something
though.
Anubis.
I had to give
I
him
knew that.
away. He was needed by someone in our family, and everybody loves my dogs.
There you go. All day long. All day. She'll go back and forth. Drop it. I'm not. Nope.
Oh, yes. Copper is fantastic for gardens.
Oh yeah,
I've seen that where you put like copper. The things that Christina makes are fantastic for gardens. That must
yeah.
be why my dang
I use the
garden's
copper
going
in the
crazy.
garden. It works. That's another thing I was shown in the future was the giant rings. There's something to do with these giant rings that are coming. They're going to be, I don't know if they showed me these because they're under the ground and they're coming above the ground. I don't know what my dream was about, but it showed me basically copper for like a grander energy field, like for free energy. Something to do with the pyramids. Now, see, a lot of people think that the pyramids are off, but they've been on the whole time. They're on right now.
All right, I'm going out. I love you. Come on, bud. I thought you were staying for lunch.
Well, I didn't know he was. Shut up! I didn't know he was taking off work. He took off work.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's out of work already. He's on his way to Harbor Freight to get some stuff for his house and gonna meet me there to work on the stuff we need to work on.
Oh.
I can come back for lunch afterwards, but I don't want to leave
Whatever.
him to do it
Yeah,
by
that's
himself.
fine.
You know, he's getting his floor down so we can get his
Yeah,
bed.
Tammy, something like that.
All right.
I was shown it
All right,
had
let
to
me see.
do with an energy field. And I know, okay, so I'm in Gematria. I work with a system that shows, like the hidden matrix, basically. It's Gematria, it's your alphabet. But I work with the silent E. And the silent E is dealing in electric. So we, as the Tesla, we must add back the E. This is how we become no longer tied to sin. We are tied to the sign. We understand the sine wave when we add back the silent E. It's a craft. It's utilizing the alphabet and it connects directly with your die, but it's gematria. And so I get a lot of dreams about electric because we are the electric jack, and I know how the system works is the planets, how you're connected in your body to the planets naturally. Your body is the most advanced piece of technology here. We're connected. It's like an ultimate Wi-Fi that we're a part of as the antenna, and we are also tuning. We have to tune in. We have to tune in and reconnect in a sense because there has been a disconnection just by us bringing the outer world with the inner world. So this is where I feel like we level off, and then the electric somehow that is in the grid right now, because I'm talking about the grid in a sense in the above with the stars connect and how it connects to us in the below. But I know at a certain point the electric is going to be free because it's already free here. We're just charging for it.
In Tartaria, it was.
Yeah, and see, they have done something to do this, and in a sense, I feel like when we put back the electric, even in the words, a lot of the word, because I work in spellcraft. Spellcraft is a craft that they used when they wrote the Bible. It's Magi stories. A lot of it is dealing in the cube. It's dealing in the zodiac. It's a codex. But it's all also pertaining to you. It's a very complex system. But I do understand the silent E and how when the electric comes back on in here on our third eye and we truly all awaken, then I feel like the more harmonic symphony is going to be playing instead of all this discord that we're having right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're truly already all connected in the stars above, but somehow when we came down here into the below in the beta world, there was a flip. This is why we must become the grand flipper of the fish, and we must flip the tables. We flip the tablets. This is why Moses broke the tablets in the first place, and this is also why Christ flipped those tables, because it's part of the codex of the matrix. But I feel like there's a new game. There's a new game coming, and we're already building it. It's called New Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, because Neo is the one. Neo rearranged as one.
Mm-hmm. Are you on our healing chain, Jessica? Let's send Jessica 369 some healing. Because if you're not, I'll go ahead and put you on there. Oh, then you're still on there. Okay.
Yeah, see, we have to become the sacred pen. The proton, electron, and neutron. We can't, like how she's asking for healing, us just thinking about her, we can send her that, literally. I don't know where she's at, but mentally it went out. You know what I'm saying? And she receives it because she asked for it. We did that through this grand portal device. That's how powerful we are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's beautiful, guys.
Yeah, Brittany, I wanted to say about my numbers, you can come and see my page if you want. I go in depth with a lot of the numbers because that's my program. My program is the alphabet of Ra. I'm the alphabet winner. This is the Holy Grail right here. That you're on Treasure Planet because you are the treasure. You're the golden egg.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything she points out in her painting that she's gotten from a lot of her friends on her wall, Opal, it all speaks to me because it's like a part of my story too.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're the Joker because we're the Jack. And I know how our cards, our basic playing cards for the deck of 52 Earth, how that connects with the moon. Everything is connected when you really study. Sometimes, I know some people think I sound like I'm crazy, but I don't care.
No, you don't. You make perfect sense to me.
I don't care because I can read it. I can read it, and it's a part of my mission here to show people the back rooms. Did you know your die has the word heaven on it? Yeah, and the word devil is the word lived spelled backwards. You have to use your mirror. Some people were witches. Witches are teachers. Okay, this is what that word meant a long time ago. It has a different context because they flipped it. This is why what is bad becomes good, because we understand how they flip the script. We got to flip it back. We are creating heaven everywhere we go because that's what we were in the beginning. We came from the one source. At all points of our reality, wherever that may be, we are always connected to heaven.
Mm-hmm. There's always new ears around, Trina. There's people that aren't in this room just looking from the window.
Yeah, see, and I'm kind of new to this page, so I don't know what we all know here, but at the same time, I totally feel like we're on the same page with a lot of stuff. There's some stuff I don't agree with, but I'm still trying to learn. I come from a very different headspace just because of my background. My background is I was raised in a cultic religion that taught me several things that I now disagree with. So I'm very open to seeing what other people have to say, because I want to hear what everybody has to say. That's how I am. I love everybody now. I don't view myself above anybody. I do see us all as equal, though. See what I'm saying? And I want to be a co-creator for heaven, because that's where I live right now. I'm in heaven. I know this is Eden. We were never kicked out. Unless you believe you were kicked out, and where does that come from? A lot of people teach that. They teach that. So I know that's not truth, though. Because I've had to go full circle in my story more than one time, and I've always come to the same conclusion, that I am loved beyond a doubt. I just can see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've had lots of people try to tell me so many negative things about myself, and I just won't listen.
What is going on? Why am I getting phone call after phone call after phone? I'm going to answer it after class. I'm going to yell at these people.
I kind of like hearing it. It's like a little confirmation. Ding, ding, ding,
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
It happened to me. Those are synchronicities. They're like your guides in a way. Even if you don't know who that person is that's calling, if you see the name. Yeah.
Spam maps.
It's spam is also a ham connect.
Spam.
Ham is always going to connect I am, because of your H and your I. So pigs are very powerful, because it's dealing in pi. So when you get spam at the same time, it's to me an angelic frequency that they're just trying to, there's a pause, and you know what I mean? Like, we were interrupted, there's a break. But at the same time, it helps you open up another door. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes interruptions are good.
Well, because you're open to it, Jessica, right? You have an open heart also to be able to receive.
Mom.
We've learned a lot from each other.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah, see, that's one of the reasons why I'm so happy to see you. Because, a lot of the stuff that we talk about here in this group, I feel like it's been taught to me, and then when I come out and I get on these devices, and I'm able to connect like this and see that other people receive the same information that I've received in spirit, it really makes me happy, because to me it's like a confirmation, just like I told you last time I was on here. It's just amazing to me how many people have made videos of the lion with the metal head. It's like we've all seen it. We've all seen the lion. And I feel like it's like built into the program. I know it is, because it's Leo. It's Leo, and Leo is the pig. It's a communication. Yes, we are truly connected to the divine. There is a divine program, because we're in the Father's house. Father and Mother both rule together. You see this with your zodiac stuff. You have your 8-spoke wheel, and you got your 12-spoke wheel. The Mother hub is dealing in the gate. It's going to be dealing in the lion for the sun, the house of the sun. And LEO equals 32, and PIG equals 32, and the 3 and the 2 is the 5. And you are the 5, because you're the star. You're the fire, earth, air, water, and the spirit. We're always connected. There is no disconnect. And this is how we should understand when we tap in and ask for the divine healing, to receive it. To receive it. Don't doubt. We should never doubt what we've received. You see what I'm saying? Because we are the magic lamp. You're the magic genie lamp. And sometimes, I want to say too, with our healing, sometimes it's a journey. It's not always going to be like fast like we want, but it's coming. You still have to always look for it to come. Never give up.
You have to know it's already there.
Yes.
It's already inside of you. It's already there.
Yes.
It's just waiting for you. Think of yourself as a magnet. Because you are magnetic.
Yeah, I tried to talk to my organs
That's
all
the divine
time.
feminine. The magnetic. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like the moon helps us. When we work with the moon, because the moon is like a cup, she is like the mother also. But it fills up and then it pours out. And so I know a lot, like even with us trimming our hair and stuff, because these are our divine crystals. When you work with the moon and you trim your hair as the moon is growing, that's the best time. I know this because it'll help your hair grow longer. I've worked with that system for a while. I use the zodiac as a grand calendar because I know that's where all the calendars come from. But yeah, working with the moon, even in our energetic healing, I take my crystals out there and I put them in my water and I write on my jar my manifestations, and I try to get as much energy into those stones and that water as I can. And I speak into my cup. I pour into myself. This is a part of my craft, and I feel like it's really good when you do this for yourself. You can make holy water. You're holy.
Yes.
And those crystals are holy too. That's why they're beautiful. That's why we've loved rocks from beginning. I mean, every baby or even children, they all collect rocks. There's a reason why we love our stones.
I put
Because
crystal
it's
in my
healing
water.
for us.
A quartz wrapped in copper.
Yes. I use the, here, I'll show quickly what I forget what it's called. It's like a coil. I'll go to my medicine cabinet. Okay, so here's one of them. Yeah, and I use these stones. These are like shungite. Let me see. Okay.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I've got shungite for my water, and I will tell you, it will make your tap water taste sweet, and that's a good sign. This is like a carbon, and it soaks up like a sponge toxins. And you can use these over and over and over. You can a lot of people probably already know how to recharge them and everything, but you can clean them again and use them. I also put this in my water.
Nice.
These things here, these work in the garden. These work, I mean, just touching this, because it's high gauge copper.
Nice.
There's a lot of energy with it. I can feel it. And when you put this in your water, you can speak into your water, and then you can pour your water out. And sometimes I've seen people even pour the water through a bead chain to create the ripples in the water.
Cool.
Yeah, and the ripples are good because they add waves. They add more waves to the water, and it helps the water recharge, because stagnant water, it doesn't carry a lot of waves, but when you pour into your mouth, that's creating the vortex right there. I do a lot of studies in the water because they can show you how water holds all memory. Just a single drop of water holds all memory. We're learning water. Water is intelligent. It knows you before you even approach it. That's how powerful we are, because we are also the water. You see what I'm saying? Everything that we are here, it goes back into a collection. That's why the ocean is full of salt. The ocean is connected to our souls, and it's God's giant fish tank, and all the fish have a job. They're all pieces of us also, because we're all things. They all have a job.
Yep.
So when in my meditations a lot, I'm always dealing with like the dolphins, especially. I see the dolphins a lot, and then the whales, and then I also see the seahorses, and I've seen mermaids several times.
Mhm.
In my meditations, and to me, it's just it's like a memory bank. The ocean is with the salt because it's us. We're the salt of the earth,
Mhm.
and I truly feel like we can tap into all of that. That's why there's a lot of people here today talking about the plastic that's in the ocean and why it's a big deal. It kind of represents something for us on a large scale. So I try to watch, my use of plastic. I'm doing my best.
Mhm.
I feel like once we move to more like a natural setting, though, we can, because I use my vessels and jars and stuff a lot still too for storing goods. I wouldn't mind purchasing like that. I do the farmers markets a lot. I love that.
Oh yeah, that's fun. I like farmers markets.
Yeah, we've done lots of the farmers markets this year. I've grown several spider plants. I had a big garden this year. I did not do a lot of canning though, because I did most of my um, work, my stuff here on the internet. Because to me, this is divine work right here. This is divine work. My time is valuable, and I am here, and I
Mhm.
want everyone to know how powerful we are. To me, this is why I was sent. I was sent to show us how powerful we are so we can rise together and be a grand collective that makes this place a beautiful place. Look at this beautiful earth that she keeps showing us. I'm so wanting to be there, and technically I kind of am.
You are. That's why I'm showing you. Because I
Just
want
makes
you
me
guys to
so
grab all these
happy.
light codes that are coming in right now. Because
It's just
there's a
beautiful.
bunch. And then just let it, just embody it for your highest good on your highest timeline. Take in the light.
Yeah,
That's
this
it.
is grid work right
We're
here.
here to
It's
take in the light.
powerful.
And I know I'm on a very powerful ley line. And this morning, my human, Christine, because she still comes through and does all this, 3D bullshit in my head a little bit and says, like, what are you doing? All you do is sit in sun gaze. All you do is sit with Ra and sit with Gaia. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're a loser. What are you doing? And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Shadow. Because you know what? This has been the only thing that I've done, mind, body, and soul, that's just been nothing but good results and nothing but healing and nothing but comfort and love. And so yeah, I told my shadow to go sit the fuck down this morning and I came out and sun gazed with you all because all this 3D stuff that's trying to get my attention. And that's the other thing. My human in me is like, don't you want to get your stuff? Don't you want to get your cat? Don't you want to? But then the divine in me is like, no, I don't. And I've been doing this little bit of a back and forth with like the part of me, the old part of me that literally just, I feel like just died. And then the new me that's been reborn, but there's still that whisper from the old you, like, of just, it's nonsense is what it is. At this point, I just say that's nonsense. And I just like move on. Like, and I try to think of 6 impossible things before breakfast instead of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point? So yeah, right now is that, I believe it's the last part of where we are setting our shadows where they need to be set, dealing with what's left of the human 3D emotions and the cords that have had to be dissolved from our programming since, gestation. And now we're seeing it clearly. But 111 on the clock, everyone. I love it. New beginnings. And of course, it's going to feel uncomfortable because we're in a whole new world.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Yes.
love sun gazing with you guys, and I'm just happy to show everyone. Like, if everyone's like, what's one thing you could tell people for their wellness? This is it.
Oh,
Sun
yeah.
gazing.
Yeah.
It is the Son of God.
It helps you center.
Please take that literally and figuratively. It is the
Yes.
Son of God. It is the source of light.
Yeah, you light
It
up.
is.
Yeah.
There's a
time.
reason ancient Egyptians, aka you, because it's all you, worship the sun, because it's the source of life.
Yep.
And it's not that we take away from God being the creator, but this is the Son of God. Don't you get it, everyone? Wake up. It's right there, right above your head. It's giving you life. It's giving you healing. It's growing everything. Of course, this is the Son of God. He left us here to remind us to look for the sun. Look to the sun.
Yep.
Follow the sun, the Christ consciousness, your Christos oil. That's the other thing that gets activated by sun gazing. You break away all that shit off your pineal, you're going to start tasting the sweet stuff in the back of your throat. That's your Christos oil dripping. You're okay. Don't look to freaking Western medicine to ask what's wrong with you, because they go tell you dumb shit. It's your Christos oil. You're clearing away so that it can flow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right,
So don't be
guys. Here we
scared.
go.
Okay, sing this
We're gonna
song.
sing the Lyran Song of Light.
Makes me so happy.
I know, I love this so much. This, it has healing codes also.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like visuals are just so powerful for us. I'm a visual learner.
Oh, no way.
We had one person significantly change their telomere length within 4 days.
At least it's a Gaia commercial, you know what I mean?
I think we love this so much because it just helps us remember. I love that.
루미시나라 소루 에이소라야 쇼나이 겔레샤노에 엘리로 아라 셰루이마라 소루에 타라리라에 오나주 겔레마하라 시리아에 용타라에
Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Yaya.
Oraya shone metira Balu shenori soru
Beautiful day, countryside. Love you, brother. Thank you, Trey. Namaste, Tammy. He's working now, Tammy. Aw. Wow, light codes. Holy light codes, Batman. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love
Have
you
a great
guys.
day. Good to
You
see you,
too. Have a great
Celestina.
day.
Have a good one, sis.
You too.
Bloom. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day.
Love you guys so much. Be good to yourself, would ya? Love you.
That's for
21
you,
in the room.
sunshine.
777.
Beautiful day, Yaya. Yes.
You and me, we're not perfect. We never will be, but we're still worth it. We wear our heart on our sleeve and have come this far. Never even strayed
Love you,
from
my
who
sweet
we
lemons.
are. We're just trying to find our purpose.
Exactly.
You can count on me to never let
Love you, sunshine.
when your broken wings won't let you fly. I'll fix you, yes, I'll fix you. And no
Look at that, Ra. Look at that sun. Right? Sunflowers and sunshine.
we will bloom, we will grow. I'll shine my light for you, you're not alone.
All right, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. My soul knows your soul. And I love you, angels. Mwah. See you tomorrow.
Oh, the car from Carvana's here.